Now, this is where Alyssa comes in and starts checking Sonny like, I'm not playing this game anymore. This man is not mentally fit. Now, make sure you stick to the end because I have a clip of Alyssa going on CNN and slaughtering Joe Biden for his interview on The View.
77% of Americans in 2023 said Joe Biden was too old to run again. And they were told, sit down, shut up, he is the nominee. And then when it became untenable and he stepped aside, they anointed Kamala Harris. There was not a primary, there was not a Democratic process. And then when she lost, they said, don't look backward, we're moving forward, we're not even going to talk about why we didn't listen to you. We had Joe Biden here last week. It was an honor to have him. I think he is a good man. I do not think he could have been president for 4 more years. The hardest job on the planet.
Can this guy be president?
He was elected. I didn't vote for it.
He also, President Biden took responsibility at this table, which is something that I'm frustrated with the Democrats. He said,
he did take
this falls on me. And I said that was the clearest answer of what people needed to hear.
But I don't know if you guys caught that. When Alyssa mentioned that they anointed Kamala Harris in an undemocratic way, Sonny chimes in the background and goes, I don't think that was wrong because she's a hypocrite. She claims to believe in democracy and the rule of law and the institutions, but we know they don't. But I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to let Alyssa continue on her tirade because she brings up some amazing points. But watch how Joy Behar tries to deflect by saying, oh, but Trump bad. And the crowd just eats it up. Take a look.
People are quoted in this book of saying they would be boxed out of meetings if they raised concerns. And there's very specific examples. George Clooney goes on the record to Jake Tapper and says he moved mountains. He flew in from Italy to do this record fundraiser for Joe Biden. Joe Biden didn't recognize George Clooney. One of the most recognizable men on the planet. And now that's not a presidential duty. It's not the job. You don't have to recognize George Clooney. But does that give you confidence that in the middle of the night, if China's about to attack us, there's a war breaking out in Iran, that he is the sharpest person to be able to handle that?
Which administration texted war plans to their brother?
It's just like Joe Biden. No, but do we just keep lowering the bar because Trump is bad? Nothing else is bad because Trump is bad?
But that can also be true.
Yeah, but the ship has sailed. It's out in the ocean somewhere with Biden.
We have Trump
Get over it.
No, we have Trump because you guys screwed this up. With all due respect.
All right, but does it help?
Like the absolute childishness of Joy's response. Oh, but what about Signalgate? It's like, yeah, that was a mistake. That shouldn't have happened. I called it out. I made a whole video about it. But that was Mike Waltz making a mistake. That wasn't even Pete Hegseth, nor was that Donald Trump. Trying to equate that to it's totally perfectly fine that we had a president for 4 years who wasn't mentally fit is so disingenuous, and it just shows the pure partisan hack that they are. When you're so obsessed with seeing yourself as the good guy and believing that you can't do anything wrong because in your mind it's coming from a place of good intention, but the way that the people perceived your supposed good deeds forced them to vote for the bad guy, should let you know that maybe the stuff you're doing isn't so good after all. But that would require self-awareness, which we know the Democrats don't have.